Hi, everyone. Pastor Scott here. It is time for our Tuesday devotion for August 29th. And we are in the book of Nahum, and we're going to read that through. It's a very short book this week. The singular focus on the book is the impending judgment of Nineveh. And it offers a continuation of the story that began in Jonah. Sometime around 760 BC, God sent Jonah to Nineveh, preach repentance, hope to the Assyrian people. That happened, at least for a time. And then 100 years later, during the time of Nahum, the Assyrians had returned to their bullish, evil ways, and they conquered the northern kingdom of Israel and just lording their power over them. And that is the basis for it. And while the book is really, as a whole, clearly shows concern over sin by God, it also shows his willingness to, one, punish those guilty of wickedness and his power to carry out that for judgment. It also contains rays of hope shining through all of the darkness that happens. And most significant, the people of Judah would have immediately taken hope in the idea that Nineveh, their primary enemy for generations, would soon come under judgment from God. Also, a small but faithful remnant in an increasingly idolatrous Judah in that area would have been comforted by the declarations of God's, slowness to anger in Nahum 1:3, his goodness and his strength. You'll see that in verse 7 of chapter 1, and how he restores in power, and that's in chapter 2, verse 2. So, how do we apply this? Well, there's no doubt that we all have felt overwhelmed by the darkness, both that happens within ourselves and in our world. Nahum lived in a dark time, a time in which the faithful few must have wondered how long they would have to resist all of the cultural junk and spiritual compromise going on around them. And we probably feel like that a lot. I know I do, and I've heard many others say that as well. The prophet Nahum reminds us of God's active hand. He is active, working even in the darkest of times, and he's going to be bringing justice and hope and peace throughout the world through his son, Jesus Christ. And so we need to remember that. And when you read it this week, the book of Nahum, you'll see that with that thought already placed in your mind. Okay, so hope you enjoy reading through that this week. It's once again, short book, so it should be easy to read. And love to see you Thursday night for Bible study, prayer time, and next Sunday as we continue to go through the book of First Corinthians. So hope you have a great week, and we will see you soon.